Why this old-fashioned garden trick works so well for lazy gardeners? What if the most powerful soil builder in your garden wasn't hiding in expensive fertilizer bottles, but, sitting right in your kitchen pantry? While gardeners spend hundreds on soil amendments and waste weekends turning compost piles, there's a forgotten technique that transforms dead dirt into living, fertile humus using nothing more than crushed rice and water. This isn't another trendy gardening fad. It's a time-tested method that savvy farmers quietly passed down through generations, creating soil so rich and alive that it produced abundant harvests without store-bought fertilizers. The secret lies in how rice becomes a microbial superfood that jumpstarts the entire soil ecosystem in ways traditional composting simply cannot match. Why rice works when other methods fail. Most gardeners think of rice as just food, but soil microbes see it differently. Rice grains are packed with starches and simple sugars that act like rocket fuel for beneficial bacteria and fungi. Unlike quick-burning materials like molasses or fruit scraps that microbes devour rapidly, starch provides sustained energy that keeps microbial populations multiplying for weeks after application. The real magic happens when rice is crushed. This mechanical breaking exposes the starch-rich interior, making these compounds instantly available to hungry microbes. But there's another hidden advantage most gardeners never consider. The surface of rice grains naturally carries colonies of lactic acid bacteria, the same organisms that ferment kimchi and yogurt. When rice soaks in water, these beneficial bacteria multiply exponentially, creating a living inoculant that transforms your soil's biological activity. These specialized microbes excel at breaking down tough plant fibers like cellulose and lignin, materials that typically take months to decompose naturally. By accelerating this breakdown, they convert raw organic matter into stable humus at lightning speed. This technique works so well for busy gardeners because it requires minimal effort while delivering maximum results. Unlike traditional composting that demands regular turning, temperature monitoring, and careful carbon-nitrogen ratios, rice brewing is practically foolproof. Start with plain rice, preferably unpolished since it retains more natural microbes and minerals. Crush about 1 cup of rice lightly using a mortar, rolling pin, or even the back of a heavy spoon. You want fragments, not powder. Place these pieces in a clean bucket and cover with 4 cups of clean water. Cover the bucket loosely and let it sit for 2 to 3 days, stirring once daily. You'll notice the water becoming cloudy and developing a mildly sour smell. This cloudy appearance and tangy odor signal successful lactic fermentation. The liquid is now teeming with beneficial microbes ready to colonize your soil. Strain the liquid and dilute it using a 1:10 ratio. Mix 1 part of your rice brew with 10 parts water before applying to soil. This gentle concentration prevents any potential burning while ensuring maximum microbial activity. To amplify results, experienced gardeners often enhance their rice brew during fermentation. Adding a handful of leaf mold or healthy forest soil introduces diverse microbial communities beyond just lactic acid bacteria. Some gardeners include a tablespoon of molasses for extra sugars, or toss in chopped weeds for additional minerals. These additions create a more complex microbial soup that addresses various soil needs simultaneously. The result is a living fertilizer that doesn't just feed plants but rebuilds the entire underground ecosystem. Why does this beat traditional composting? Standard composting relies on slow, natural decomposition where organic matter gradually breaks down over months or years. Rice brewing supercharges this process by delivering both the workforce and fuel needed for rapid decomposition. So, you're essentially providing microbes with a cafeteria meal while introducing specialized bacteria that, really excel at breaking down those stubborn plant materials. The cascade effect begins immediately. Lactic acid bacteria start breaking down simple fibers and starches, releasing organic acids that soften those tougher materials. This, in turn, creates perfect conditions for fungi to move in, weaving through the soil with their thread-like networks while producing enzymes that unlock nutrients from woody debris. Meanwhile, general soil bacteria feast on released sugars, multiplying rapidly and becoming food for larger organisms like protozoa and nematodes. These creatures release plant-available nutrients as they graze, and earthworms are drawn to the microbial abundance, leaving behind nutrient-rich castings that bind with minerals to form stable humus. The long-term transformation is really something special. Unlike those quick-fix fertilizers that just give a temporary nutrient boost, rice brewing actually creates lasting improvements in your soil. When you apply it every 3 to 4 weeks during the growing season, this method steadily builds up soil structure from the ground up. You'll start to notice the topsoil darkening, organic matter breaking down faster, and honestly, a lot more earthworm activity within the first month. Over a full season, the transformation is, well, dramatic. The soil holds moisture for longer, resists erosion, and supports much stronger plant growth. The key difference is that you're not just feeding plants but building the biological foundation that sustains fertility year after year. This biological approach creates resilient soil that bounces back from stress, whether from drought, heavy rains, or temperature extremes. Plants grown in microbially rich soil develop stronger root systems, resist diseases better, and produce higher yields without constant inputs. Simple application for maximum results. The beauty of rice brewing lies in its simplicity. Just pour your diluted brew directly onto soil around plant bases or broadcast over garden beds. There's really no need for precise timing or complicated application methods. For lazy gardeners, this represents the perfect balance between effort and results. 5 minutes of preparation creates weeks of soil-building activity. Your kitchen holds the key. In our modern gardening world obsessed with branded products and complicated systems, it's really remarkable that such powerful soil building can happen with humble kitchen rice. This method proves that, honestly, the most effective solutions often hide in plain sight, just waiting for gardeners willing to work with natural processes rather than against them. Rice brewing isn't just about, growing better vegetables. It's about understanding that healthy soil creates healthy plants, which create healthy food and healthy communities. Every bucket of rice brew you make contributes to rebuilding soil life one microbial colony at a time. Ready to transform your tired soil into a thriving ecosystem? Give rice brewing a try and just watch your garden explode with life. Don't forget to subscribe to Crop Corner for more forgotten gardening wisdom, and share this technique with fellow gardeners who are tired of fighting their soil instead of working with it.